A wise man once told me that you should never cross a cross-eyed man. Because what would happen is I have no idea what would happen. But it sounds cool. Never cross a cross-eyed man, right? Because maybe you'll start cross-dressing? I don't know. I got something wrong with me. I don't know if it's like a form of Tourette's or something, but I just start busting out into like a rooster, or like chicken noises. I don't know. I've been doing this for like the past 3 days now, and it doesn't make any sense. Stop it! Jesus, I can't even fucking do anything without you pagocking. Oh, and by the way, I didn't want to go live today. Even more so because I uploaded a video just recently today. So I would really, truly appreciate it that since I'm dropping 2 videos in one day, if you guys would go watch the Vaporesso video after you watch this. Hell, don't even watch it. Just go click on it and let it just mute it in the background. Fuck it. Give me that view. I need it. I need that fucking view. There it goes again. Jesus. I think it's time I see a doctor. Something's wrong. You a chicken head. Isn't that a racist term for somebody who likes chickens? I'm offended. I don't have monkeypox, thank you. I'm a straight male. You must be a homosexual in order to get... You have to be either homosexual or under the age of 10 to get monkeypox. Thank you. Drum roll, please. Ladies and gentlemen, coming to the main stage, weighing in at 192 pounds, 6 feet tall, with 11 inches limp, Mr. VapnFagan. It's Fagan, asshole, not Fagin. Oh, I'm sorry. VapnFagan. Woo! What's up, all you cross-eyed, cock-loving bitches? Is this about being homo? Ooh, that's racist. I don't use the word homo. I use the proper word, homosexual. So that way I can say whatever I want and it's not offensive. As long as I say the correct word, homosexual, I'm okay. So I could say things like, I don't suck dick because I ain't a homosexual. That's not offensive. But if I said something like, I don't suck dick because I ain't no homo, that's offensive. So those few extra letters will make something, I guess, less offensive. Who knows? But welcome to the show, Jason. Oh, we got Angel in chat for once. I'll be a son of a bitch. We got Dan. We got Chuck. We got Ray. Who else do we have? I thought that was Chicken Fucker, but that's part of the comment. My bad. Rod Johnson. Now, that is a porn star, if I've ever heard one. Porn star name right there. Did I mention JT or Jason? Say what's up. Hello, JT and Jason. We got Craig. We got Michael White here. God damn, isn't it past your bedtime? We got Robert Skrelly, this fucking cross-eyed son of a bitch. We got Hitman. Woo-wee. We got all the dysfunctional fucks in chat tonight. Let me tell you. And let me tell you another thing, that this past... What day was it? Saturday. The block party... Talk about the most pathetic excuse for any kind of party. There would have been more people at a fucking 5-year-old's birthday party in the ghetto. A block party you expect people coming out of their houses and having fun and playing music and just doing shit. Every, like, 10th house had, like, 3 people sitting on the front porch. This was not no fucking block party. On top of that, people had to put in $40 to this pot or whatever to have the block party, and I'm still trying to figure out what the fuck that $40 was for, because I didn't get anything. It was so bad. The heat was so hot. It was so humid. Then it started raining. Everything got fucking wet. Then it got even hotter on top of that. It was a complete clusterfuck. I'm like, you know what? I don't even want to barbecue right now because this sucks so bad. So we just ordered pizza. And that was probably the only good thing that happened out of the whole entire day, was the fact that we ordered pizza. I did get to meet Angel, the racist Mexican who's in chat right now, and his wife, who's not Mexican or racist. And Hippie was there as always, and there's a few other people. Some people didn't make it. But it's kind of a good thing for the ones that didn't make it, because it was horrible. Oh my God, was it a fucking pathetic excuse. It would have been a bigger party if there was a trailer park, like, block party. This was sad. A sad excuse. Oh my God. Just a complete waste of time, a waste of money, a waste of everything. Not a goddamn thing. Anyways, so that's where the title of the show comes from. The most pathetic party in all of America. Thank you. 100 degrees Fahrenheit and rain and barbecue has to be the wonder. It was hot and humid on top of it. And when you're like just the slightest bit overweight like I am, like I'm barely overweight, but if you're barely overweight or severely overweight, when it's hot, the temperature just sucks the life out of you. And on top of the heat, it was like humid as hell. So I was like, I was not in the mood to do anything. And I felt bad because Angel came and Hippie came, and I just sat there. I didn't want to do shit because I just like, you know what, I can't. I was like soaking wet. And then to top it off, I go in the house and I'm like, you know what, okay, this is going to be good. Maybe I'll have a drink and maybe things will pick up. And then when I walk outside, I'm like, holy fuck, it's raining. The forecast said sun all fucking day long. And it rained just enough to get everything soaked. So it rained for about 5 minutes, maybe 10. But just enough to where everything got soaking wet. And then the sun came back out and it was fucking roasting again. And I'm like, you know what? Fuck this. It was this bad. I don't think I'm made to attend parties or have parties anymore. Because I think once you hit the age 40, that's it. It's all downhill from there. Thank you, Bachelor, for becoming or you were already a member, but thank you for being a member for 27 fucking months. Holy shit, that's a waste of money. He says, Mark, is it true you was playing Lot Lizard over the weekend and Angela give you a black eye? That is a negative. I was not playing Lot Lizard. Angela was playing Lot Lizard, and I gave her something in the eye, but it wasn't a black eye. It was coming in the eye. Come in the eye. Come in the eye. Omar, Egyptian, $50. Relax, it's not actually $50. It's more like 50 cents. But thank you, Omar, nonetheless. He says, Mark, it's actually your fault and others. You guys didn't plan it right. Actually, I didn't plan it. I guess the person that plans this block party yearly, I don't know who she is, somebody on the block, but her planning skills are horrible because she had a Facebook group dedicated to the block party. The block party consisted of 3 blocks, and out of those 3 blocks, it had to be 24, maybe 60 houses. There were 20 people in this Facebook group, and only 2 people talked in the Facebook group. Nothing got done. Nobody did anything. There was nothing there. It was just the street was blocked off, and kids were just riding their bike in the street, and maybe you might have seen a basketball rim or 2 in the street. If I would have thrown this thing, I would have took the money that everyone gave me, hired a band, got music, and then just got a bunch of random shit and made it a much more like what a block party is supposed to be. This was a fucking disgrace. Oh my God, it was an embarrassment. It was disgusting. So next year, when they have this block party, I'm going to put my foot down and be like, you know what? I want to take over the leadership on this one because I can make a party happen. And yeah, I'm not doing this what we did this year. No way. It's horrible. It was bad. Oh, it was like watching one of my pod videos. That's how it was worse than that. And life does not get much worse when you're watching one of those videos. You kind of want to cut your wrists when you're watching one of my pod videos. You're like, oh my God, shut the fuck up! And you start bleeding everywhere. Yeah, that's how it is. But speaking of cutting your wrists, before you do, please watch the Vaporesso non-disposable pod video I just did after this. I actually put the link in the description because I know everyone is lazy as shit just like me, and you don't feel like going here and going there. So if you just go in the description and just click the link and wait about 5 seconds, I'll get that view. And that's all I need. Thank you. Raw Chuck, thank you for that donation. He says, Fagan Monday. Fagan. Fake. I'm not getting it, Chuck. Break it down, please. Break it down. Georgia Boy, thank you for being a member for 13 months. Money well spent. Splent. I'm here taking advantage of I'm here taking advantage of the only thing I get out of I'm here taking advantage of the only thing I get out of our friendship. Either you can't fucking type or I can't read. It's one or the other. Angel says, please send my vodka. The wife misses it. Angel and his wife actually did go out of their way to buy some alcohol because they were making these drinks. This is how sad the party was. We had two big-ass coolers. By the way, I stole a bunch of ice, and I haven't been caught yet. We could talk about that if you want to, but I hope I don't go to jail. But the two coolers that we had filled with alcohol, they are still filled to the brim with alcohol. There's got to be at least 2 cases of all different types of beer still floating in ice, waiting to be drank in. That's how sad it is. All the buns we bought, all the meat we bought, we threw it in the freezer. It's so pathetic. Things things don't go my way. It's life. That's life after 40, folks. I can write a book. Thank you, Omar, for that beautiful donation. He says, Mark, it's actually your fault and others you guys didn't plan right. Wait, was that the one I just read, or was that another one before that one? You're fucking with me, Omar. Don't do it. I can't. My brain's slow. I think I already read that one. Or did you say it twice? No, you said it only once. No, wait. You said it twice. Nope, you said it once. Yeah, I had nothing to do with the planning. It was whoever runs the shit show, but I can guarantee you next year I will be running the shit show, and we will have naked women running up and down the street with live music and kegs of beer and people giving blowjobs in the driveway and all kinds of shit. It's going to be a real-life Chicago block party. People shooting up heroin in the alleys, people giving blowjobs, all kinds of shit. I want it all. I want the whole 9 yards. Thank you, Chuck, for that beautiful donation. He says, Fagan Monday, you just wanted more money. Is it Fagan? It could. Fagan, that sounds like if you're like Jamaican. Fagan. Hello, Mark Fagan. It is pronounced Fagan. Faygin. Gin. There you go. If you want to know the proper pronunciation of the last name, it's not Fagan. It's Fagan. Even though when I was in grammar school up until about 8th grade, I was called faggot, fagin, and everything above, but I cried, and every day I cried. No, I didn't give a shit, actually. I said, yes, I'm a faggot. Would you like me to suck your dick now or after school? And then that's when they stopped calling me Mark Faggot. They said, no, man, don't fuck with him. He'll really suck your dick. Thank you to the beautiful and lovely Ismail Hassan for that lovely donation. And he never leaves a comment. You got to start leaving a comment with that donation. We want to hear from you. But thank you for that donation, nonetheless. Woo! Angela now has pink eye. I know she was wearing sunglasses when I shot my load. Thank you very much. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. As far as content, zero, zilch, nada. Like I said, I recorded my video. I uploaded it. Because I don't like doing 2 videos in a day, whether it's live or not live. So I'm like, okay, I'll upload my Vaporesso video because I'm not going live today. I have nothing to fucking talk about. Not a goddamn thing. I'm sitting there watching TV. I'm like taking a little nap. I'm like, oh, perfect. And then all of a sudden, my little alarm goes off to do the show. I'm like, oh, I got to go do this. God damn it. So, yeah. On top of the fact that my videos don't get views, now that I have two videos going up, definitely not getting views. Oh, look, we got some celebrities in chat tonight. We got ST. We got fucking Fogging Out with the Batman. God damn. Look at all these fucking high rollers. Trucking. Now, this is the channel to be at. Look at this shit. I'll be a cross-eyed son of a bitch. I am a cross-eyed son of a bitch. Omar, thank you for that Egyptian $100. You know, if I was in Egypt, I'd have a lot of money right now. Just saying. He says, Mark. Have you watched Shameless? And they are located in the South Side. Are you located there? So they are. So that show, a majority of it is shot not in Chicago. Actually, I believe it's shot. I forgot where. Like 20% of it they do shoot in Chicago on the South Side. I'm probably about maybe like 30 minutes from that area. They're shooting that the south side of Chicago. I'm the south side suburbs, so still on the south side. They're just a little bit more north, but yeah, it's not all shot in Chicago, but a portion of it is. And we love that show. We stopped watching it. I forgot what season because they went on like a little break, and by the time they came back, we kind of just forgot about the show. And I think that was right around the time where the paramedic guy, I guess, came out of the closet and he started hooking up with that transvestite dude, and shit just got like really fucking weird. And that's when we kind of lost interest. But it's a really good show. I wouldn't mind starting it over again and watching it because it's like that is exactly what life is like in Chicago, like to a fucking perfect T, or is it a Q? I think T, right? Perfect T. If you want to know what it's like living down here, watch Shameless. Just like it. The people are exactly like that. The households are exactly like that. And speaking of exactly like that, Happy Hippie, thank you for that donation. I can't believe I paid $50 to come to your party and didn't get an autograph. We were charging $50 a head just to hang out with me. Some people were kind of disappointed that they had to pay $50 and nothing happened. Like there was nothing. We just sat there. It was so pathetic. It was so bad. It was so hot. Oh, it was so hot. True story, I actually put a little sweatband under my nutsack the entire day just to collect all the sweat that was, piling up. And then at the end of the night, I pulled the sweatband out, and it was pretty much like a wet sponge. It was hot as fuck. Thank you, Ismail Hassan, once again for that donation. And he did not leave a comment. Ismail, leave a goddamn comment! Or maybe you don't know how. You type in the box your message, and then before you click the button for the donation, you type it first and then click donate, and then it pops it up as you donate, in case you're wondering if you don't know how to do it. But I'm sure you know how to do it, but maybe you don't. What the hell is he talking about? Does anyone know? There was a block party this past weekend on my block, and it was supposed to be something big and spectacular, but it was small and unsatisfying, kind of like my penis. So, kind of like it was more like a promise of getting like a big black 12-incher, but then getting stuck with like a little limp 2-inch white dick. That's kind of what it felt like this weekend. Like somebody was shoving that little 2-incher in my butt when I was guaranteed a 12. Thank you, Jeremy, a.k.a. Georgia Boy, for that lovely donation. He says, here, you got since I can't type, you're the best, bro. Am I high or is he high? Here you got, since I can't type, you're the best, bro. You still can't type! What the fuck is going on? I think Georgia Boy's on drugs. I seriously think he's doing drugs. This is the second time he's donated and he still can't type. I think maybe I can't read. I'm not sure what's happening right now. Big Mark, my buddy. Is that the real Vic? That ain't the real Vic. That's the fake one. Mark, top of the head. Whoa. Thank you for that donation, Mr. Ron Johnson. Probably the most famous porn star in all of porno land. Even that photo looks like a fucking porn star. Is that really you? If that's you, I can only imagine what your dick looks like. You got to be pretty impressive. Anyways, thanks for that donation. He says, Mark, top of the head. You want to see the top of my head? The top of my penis head? It's pretty sad. It looks like a little peanut M&M. It's pathetic. You'd probably see it and think, wow, that guy actually can pee out of that thing? It gets pretty messy when I try to pee out of it. Jason wants to know, where's his bulk? So it arrived, apparently, and when it arrived, I guess somebody under the age of 18 accepted the package. And the post office was like, nah, sorry, we can't let this with someone under the age of 18. So they actually took it back, and they're sending it back to me. So this is attempt number 59, me trying to send you the bulk. And every time I send it, something happens. Whether it gets lost, stolen, or there's a minor trying to get it. I'm going to send it one more time, and if it doesn't get through this time, that's it. I'm done. I'm not sending it no more. I must have spent about $350 trying to send you this tank. And every time I try to send it, it backfires. And there is the donation from Ismail Hassan. If I'm saying your name correctly, holy shit, he's actually made a comment, and he said, what do you think about Chicago fire? I'm assuming you're not talking about a nasty fire that's about to break out in Chicago. You're probably talking about the Chicago Fire soccer team. I don't watch soccer. I'm not Mexican. Soccer is a really strong, like, Mexican thing. Mexicans love soccer. I don't know what it is about soccer, but the Chicago Fire Stadium, I live maybe 10 or 15 minutes away. Awesome stadium. But I don't know shit about soccer. Soccer is boring as hell. And I am way too overweight to play soccer. So I actually can't say anything about Chicago Fire other than they have a nice stadium. That's all I can tell you. But thank you, Ismail, for that beautiful donation. Mark drives through Humboldt Park doing 80 with the windows up and doors locked. Shit! I got fucking windows down. I'm wearing a gut. Now, you know what? I'm going to stop there. I was going to say I'm wearing a white hood, but that might sound racist. When I drive, well, first of all, I don't drive through Humboldt Park. I'm usually chauffeured by someone. And when I am, I usually have the windows down and the doors automatically locked just in case. There is, however, I think 2 weekends ago, we were driving back from the north side, and we took like a detour, because usually she takes the highway home, but I'm like, you know what, take the streets home, because sometimes we come across some interesting neighborhoods. And I forgot exactly where we were at, but the neighborhood was it was like, for once, I was like, holy shit, you might want to put the windows up on this one. We pulled to a red light, we got the windows down, and you just look around, and it is just dark as hell, and we were like the brightest stars like on that street corner. And I remember Angela was wearing like some kind of like white tight Dago tee, and I'm like, I think you're about to get raped. And I'm like, I told her, the next time we hit a red light, you want to leave a car length opening between you and the car, so that way when they carjack us, you could speed out of there. And it was a pretty horrifying part of town, man. And usually I don't get scared in any parts of Chicago. It wasn't Humboldt Park, though. But during the day, I don't mind. I can, walk freely. But at night, there's certain parts of Chicago you don't want to fuck around in, definitely. you wear the wrong color, if you're the wrong skin tone, if you say the wrong thing, if you look the wrong way, or even just being there in general. How can I donate Big Bear? You can go to www.bigbear.com and select me, and you'll see my picture. My penis will be attached to the picture, and then click donate. And that's how I get donations. Thank you. Batman and the Bear. That's actually not a bad name for a show. Batman and the Bear. Woo! Yeah, that car. Are you talking about that car crash with that nurse that like killed 2 people or something like that, and then she lived or something? I didn't see it yet. I heard about it, but I heard it was pretty nasty. I'm trying to think. I hope she rots in hell for what she did. Now, so I know nothing about this. I haven't seen the video yet. I haven't read about what happened. All I heard was there was a car accident where 2 people or 2 cars got killed. 2 people in those cars got killed, but the person that caused the accident survived. Did she do this on purpose, or was this, like, was she playing on her phone or some stupid shit? Damn, 6 people. So was she playing on her phone, or was this like a legit accident, like a mistake, like, you know, just it was an accident? Or was she one of those chicks who were like, I'm on Instagram, hello, and then fucking bam? I think she was drinking. Ba-da, ba-da. Are you walking downstairs? I'm live at the moment. Okay. You probably turn around and go back up the stairs. Merry Christmas, by the way.
I'm looking for something.
I'm fucking doing a show, man. Fuck you, what are you looking for?
Remember that massage gun you had?
It's upstairs. Oh, the gun?
Yeah.
That thing's broke.
I have it. It's in my room. I'm looking for like the cord.
I have no idea where that's at.
You don't?
No, I'll have to look later. But would you do me a favor and not walk around the house in your underwear looking for the massager? We got the cops here. Would you go?
You can see me?
Someone's gonna see you in the reflection. I got a lot of pedophiles that watch this show.
Alright.
This show's pretty up there on the pedophile watch list. The FBI, I actually think, watches this show. At least somebody's watching this shit. Dun, 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 dun. Oh. Something I probably shouldn't talk about because it might make me sound creepy, but there was a bit of interesting stuff that happened this weekend. So, after Hippie and Angel left, I decided to go in the house. I said, you know what, fuck this. But Angela was still outside with her friends, and Marcus had just a ton of friends everywhere. And since I like having cameras around the house, I happen to have a few cameras inside the house, because when I'm in the basement, I like to know what's going on inside the house. So I turn on the camera in the living room, and lo and behold, there's this like big titty blonde chick sitting on my couch. I'm like, whoa, who the fuck is that? And then I kind of just move the camera over a little more, and I notice my son and his friends, and I kind of put 2 and 2 together and realized, oh, this girl's probably only 14. Yeah, so, wow, they don't build them like they used to. Let's just put it that way. That's disgusting, I know, but you know what? It is what it is, right? Take a drink. And that was the highlight of my weekend right there, pretty much. That was the highlight of the weekend. And I would show you a photo or a video clip, but that would be illegal probably, so I'm not going to share it with you. Thank you. What else do we have? Do we have any, is this a vape channel? Do we have any vaping news on the horizon? I'm not sure. I doubt it. We could check, though. Just, you never know. There could be a little something. Maybe they found like a new reason to not vape or something. Let's find out. Let's go to the website that does nothing for us anymore, Vaping 360. You know, I used to love Vaping 360 because whenever I needed info on the product I was reviewing, if I didn't feel like actually using it and I just wanted to review it, I would go to Vaping 360 and read their review and then pretend like, yeah, I used it. So now that we're there now, they're not doing much of anything anymore, it looks like. Oh, we got some new things here. A $2,000 vape cam for cops. Wait for the clone. What the fuck is this? We inhabit a surveillance state. You probably can't make it through a single day. Okay, blah, 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 blah. After 9/11, governments around the world began building out the massive security infrastructure that now extends to virtually every aspect of our lives. Blah, 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 blah. And we seem comfortable with it, blah, blah, blah. And now, are we ever watched? We have a doorbell cam for homeowners, which I own a few of. Traffic cameras to catch speeders, which Angela is very popular with. Nanny cams for concerned parents, which I'm not really concerned. I'm more like probably the cause of the concern. And game cameras for hunters. Are we talking like video game cameras for like sexual hunters? Or are we talking more like hunters looking for game? Body cams to monitor police, GoPros for hands-free action, drones for remote video capture, and of course, still in video cameras in the cell phone. Okay, what are we getting to here? I hope there's going to be a fucking... There's something. Blah, blah, blah. I'm trying to cut through the bullshit here. Blah, 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 blah. Wait, back up. Did you say vape? That's right. Companies that specialize in selling surveillance equipment to police, like lens equipment and LEA Aid, are selling a functional vape mod with a video camera and built-in digital video recorder, all for the low price of $1,995. I told you. Eventually, these fucking things are going to have cameras built in them. It's ugly for sure. The plainest black box you'll ever see with a typical modern sub-ohm tank mounted on the top. The fire button is inexplicably located almost dead center on one side, so you might get cramps trying to use it, but it's real and someone's buying it. And there is a video on YouTube, and holy fuck, if I can get this for review, I will suck somebody off at that company. The $2,000 price might be a problem for you or me, but if you're a gadget-loving police chief with a big budget and not much common sense, you're going to want a vape cam. You could hardly send an undercover agent to hang with the puff bar huffing gang members on the south side without one. Wow, this is pretty sweet. So if you want a surveillance camera video recording vape mod, $2,000. I know the company that put this out is watching right now, because this show is pretty popular, even though it's not really a show. It's just one idiot talking. Send me that. I want to do a video on it, and I'll send it back. Imagine getting this. You know what? I'm not going to talk about that, because that would probably be illegal. Let's just get it just to look at it and check it out. That'd be pretty cool. This will just give China an idea to start putting really shitty low-res cameras. I'm talking like Nokia phone back from 1995, like 350 by 350 pixel webcam or camera in mods, so you can start taking pictures and selfies when you're vaping. Which I'm kind of surprised they haven't done yet, because the youngsters love, taking selfies of them vaping. So why not have a mod that takes a picture of you as you're vaping? But this is not for kids, just to be clear. This is for apparently law enforcement, or for people that are looking to, do some investigating, undercover investigating. So it's not going to be something that, you buy at your local vape shop and you screw your favorite shitty smoke tank onto and start vaping on. No, sir. No, sir. Newport has a new flavor coming out, and they're redoing the packaging. What? We got to look this up. Now, this is news. Thank you, Batman. Newport, new flavor. What do we got here? RJ Reynolds announced they will introduce a new flavor called Chicken Wing and Watermelon. It would be released in 2 variants, straight chicken or straight watermelon, or combination chicken watermelon. It comes in king size and 100s, and also the Newport Platinum Blue, also king size and 100. Wow, that's amazing. Actually, that's not the name of the flavor. The name of the flavor is called Newport Platinum. They don't tell you what the flavor is. It's just called Platinum. Okay. Oh, wait. It's an organic flavoring. What? Get the fuck out of here. Why does it matter if it's organic? Why? Don't people eat organic shit for like health reasons? So if it has organic flavoring, what the fuck does that matter if it's destroying your lungs? That makes no sense. That's like drinking that's like all this alcohol water that has no calories or no nothing. Like, oh, I look good, but my liver's shrinking. You know, like, doesn't make any sense. Natural organic flavors. I could taste that now. This is delicious. That's fresh picked cotton right there, I could tell you. Ah, yes, that's delicious. I might want to try one. Why not? We got nothing else going on, right? We can start doing cigarette reviews on this channel. Fuck it. We'll do cigars, cigarettes, vape devices, and we'll slowly get into the crack pipes. Like I'll slide a crack pipe in here or there, start smoking crack. No one will even know the difference between the crack or the Delta 8 or the HHC or the Delta 9. You got the Delta 10, you got the CBD. Whew. All right. Your butthole is organic. I think everyone's butthole is organic. It's not just yours. They're stiff shaft. Speaking of stiff shaft, does anyone suffer from ED in this room? I was thinking about getting a sponsorship for this erectile dysfunction medication. They'd offered me a pretty hefty amount of money for me to put their logo on 75% of the screen, and I would have just enough space to put my head like right here. But the money's, it's a good pay. The Tonight Show is starring Batman and the Bear. Batman and the Bear is here. Would it be bear or bear? Bear or beer? Anyways, back to Vaping 360 because that's where we get all our news at for this pathetic ass so-called show. So we learned something. We learned that there's a video recording device coming out. All right, that's good. Press release. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, the smartest touch vape ever, Geek Vape, unveils the Geek Vape T200 Aegis Touch. Well, I'll be a cross-eyed, crooked son of a bitch. I have you know that I have this fucking thing right here. Should I show it to you guys? Or you guys already probably seen it from me, but thank you, Omar, for that beautiful donation. He said, actually, Shameless have put vaping under the bus. They made it look bad as if it was drugs. Well, Omar, to be completely honest with you, I don't think there's anyone out there that's left that can make vaping look bad other than no one. I mean, vaping already looks bad. We look like a bunch of... Look at me. Look at this. All right, there's a good example right there. No, but in all reality, vaping is a joke. I feel like vaping is a joke. Like, just the way... So many different reasons. I talked about it last week a little bit, but there's so many different reasons why I feel like it looks like a joke. And I think people are just not taking it seriously anymore. And people are just kind of just, doing them. Like they're worried about themselves now. And that's all they really care about. And that's fine and dandy. But it ain't like it used to be for sure. And I think people just got fed up and tired with the, oh my God, they're going to take vaping away. Oh, no, they're not. Oh my God, they're going to take vaping away. Oh, no, they're not. Oh my God, they're going to take it away. Oh, no, they're not. And now... like, they're still taking the shit away. And we were talking last week. There's still vape shops opening up, which makes no fucking sense because vaping is still supposed to be like, yeah. So, yeah, vaping is just... I am a joke. Thank you, Warrior. I'm a joke, and vaping's a joke, and we joke together. It's one big joke. But thank you for stopping by, Vape Warrior. We appreciate it. Mad Scientist says, what the fuck is this? This is something you don't want to be. And if you're here, you definitely don't have a life. And I forgot where I was going with this. Oh, yeah. The new Aegis. The Touch. So, there it is. Been using it ever since I got it. Fantastic mod. Beautiful. screen is up there with some of the best screens ever. Battery life is stupid good on this thing. I almost thought that the battery indicators up here were just like reading incorrectly. I'm like, there's no fucking way that I still got a half battery life left. So if people are worried that this screen is going to take from the battery, hell no. So the battery life is the only thing about it. When I first got it, I was complaining about the battery door because it's a really tight door, man. Like it's once you pop the door open, you know, and you close it, I was having to like squeeze the shit out of it. But I've noticed after using it for, 4 or 5 days, the door is now kind of broken in, so it doesn't have, you don't have to squeeze it or strain to try to close it. It's a lot easier to close now. I think it's just when you first get it, it's kind of stiff, and the silicone or the seal that's around it is pretty hard, so once you kind of break it in, it becomes a lot easier to close. And other than that and the swipe to lock feature, that engages 10 seconds after you vaped. So, for instance, you unlock it. So you got it unlocked. You go to vape it. Let's say you're using this hand. You touch the screen accidentally, and then you found out that you've accidentally adjusted it to 200 watts. On a lot of these touch devices, there's a button on the side where you can just quickly press it, and it immediately locks the screen. On this one, they don't have that. All they have is this lock here on the side that locks the entire device, but you can't vape it. But the nice thing is, when you unlock it, the screen lock is engaged. So now I can vape it, and I can touch the screen and nothing happens. So the way I've been doing this is when it's unlocked, let's say I got done adjusting the wattage, okay? Now I want to lock it really quick. I just go down, up on that switch, and then that's it. Now it's locked. See that? It's locked, and I can still vape. So it may not have that single press button, but since you have this lock switch right here that locks the entire mod, if you just do a quick lock, unlock, bam, we got a screen lock, and the mod is unlocked. So I know it sounds confusing the way I'm explaining it, but you'll get used to it, and it's awesome. It does not have a camera built in, but I could see version 2 coming with Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, and a built-in camera, so that way people can complain about China watching them and the images being streamed all the way back to China. This is an awesome mod, especially for something, in a time where it's been all fucking disposables and pod systems, and we haven't seen a mod in God knows how long. This is sweet. This is really cool. The one thing I want to know, since it is the Aegis, does it hold up to all the same abuse that we would give the other Aegis mods? Because of this big screen on there, I'm wondering, can I still do the shit that I used to do with the other mods? Probably going to try it out in the review to kind of see how it holds up, but I don't want to destroy both of them. I want to keep one of these things, so we're going to check that out in the video. The tank that it comes with is your run-of-the-mill sub-ohm tank. Mesh coils, it tastes good. It's nothing to write home about. I think the exciting part is going to be the mod, though. So far, this thing is pretty badass. And it's been the only thing I've been using. Does it vibrate? Negative. At least mine doesn't. Whew. God damn. I'm still waiting for that goddamn new Horizon Tech tank. And their new, the new Horizon Tech Sakers 200 watt mod that's supposed to be dropping. That should be interesting. The screen is going to probably crack. You know what? The screen it's really thick or really solid. I don't think it's glass. That would be kind of stupid on their part. But what if it's a really thick plastic? Oh, wait a minute. That might be glass. If that ain't glass, then that's some real thick, hard-ass plastic. But that sounds like glass. Can I... Hold on, let me try to... Damn, that's pretty sweet. It's got like a scratch-proof... Well... It's got like a scratch-proof screen on this thing. If you can see it. There we go. We hold it. Come on! So I don't know what this is, but we're going to find out in the video. It feels like a very heavy glass, but who knows? It could be a very thick plastic. Gorilla Glass. That would be pretty... Is it Gorilla Glass? I wonder if it is Gorilla Glass. That'd probably be too expensive, but who knows? Maybe it is. I'll find out. Gorilla Glass is that fake glass that Apple uses on their cell phones that apparently doesn't break. But, yes, iPhones break all the time. My son broke his fucking iPhone only after having it. We bought it for his birthday, and he already cracked the goddamn screen on it just by dropping it. It has a case on it, a good case. I think it's an outer box. But because the way it landed perfectly flat, the screen did a straight, like a straight hairline crack. Luckily, I have the Apple Care so we can get it replaced, but that Gorilla Glass that's a bunch of bullshit right there. Huge numbers, scratch and drop, waterproof, definitely a Mark mod. Yeah, most definitely, man. If you can't see the numbers on this motherfucker, then you are, I don't know, you probably shouldn't be vaping, because you'll probably burn the house down. Sweet, though, man. Loving this. This thing is awesome. The chrome-colored one, kind of, in my opinion, a little tacky looking. I prefer like a brushed stainless steel look or like an aluminum look, not so much the polished plastic look or metal or whatever this is. Yeah, it's metal. So polished or fake chrome zinc alloy, but they do come in a bunch of colors. So Truckin says Apple sucks. Yeah, you suck. Thank you very much. Keep using that generic ass Android that you're on. Need a bulletproof mod. There's a few out there. Apple really does suck, FYI. You know what, FYI? How about you come over here and suck on this fucking little small, thin 3-incher? I guarantee you this little dick will choke your ass. Mark lost that mod like 5 times on Saturday. Yes, I did. Every time I would sit down, because I'm one of those guys that I'm constantly up doing something, like moving the garbage can, or moving this, or taking this out, or putting this over here, and I kept misplacing my mod every fucking time. And then, to put the icing on the cake, Angel and his wife leave to go to the liquor store because they were going to get some special drink. Angel puts his mod in like the cup holder of the chair, and I kind of assume, okay, he's taking his mod with him, right? So I'm moving the chair out of the way, and I just kind of flip the chair. Just like, fuck it, just flip it. Not realizing he has a billet box mod in there, and that fucking thing, all you hear was cha-ching, 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 rattle, rattle, cha-ching. It's like someone threw a fucking beer bottle in the street. I'm like, wow, what was that? And I look down on the concrete on the sidewalk, and there his mod laying there. Both doors are fucking blown off. The mod, I'm like, oh shit. I hope that's not an expensive mod. He came back, and the mod doesn't work. So I broke his mod. By accident, though. It was all Hippie's fault because Hippie wanted me to move the chair. He said, can you move that for me? I'm like, I guess so. So technically it's Hippie's fault, but I'm taking the blame for it. I did tell him I'd be happy to replace it for him if he likes. It was not an authentic billet box because that's way too expensive for Angel. It was the Cthulhu one, the generic version. So still expensive mod nonetheless, and I'm still willing to replace it if he'd like me to. And no, I didn't break it because he was Mexican. I know some people are probably thinking that, like, oh, you're racist. You just wanted to break it because you wanted to break it. That is a negative. And if it was a billet box, I probably would not agree to replace it. Because ain't no way in hell I'm paying that much money for a billet box. No way. Thank you, Jason. Thank you, Batman. Android, my ass. Android is so old, outdated. They use fucking plastic phones. They're like little kid toys. They're fucking garbage. Generic, bloated shit software on it. They're slow. They got so many fucking, they got a horrible app store with all these garbage ass apps that barely work. But oh, my phone has got, it's a 4 gigahertz super tri-core double processor with 48 gigs of RAM. It's got a 97 megapixel camera on the front. And on the back, it's got a 200 megapixel 8K 360 camera. It's got 4 of them, actually. Yeah, but the software is so shitty that whenever I do take a video past 30 seconds, the phone freezes up and it gets hot, and none of the apps in the App Store work. It's a piece of shit, but it looks nice. When I whip it out in public, it looks nice. And on paper, the specs look more impressive than a computer. But my iPhone, that doesn't look all that impressive on paper, will take a shit on your Android any day of the damn week. When I touch that screen and swipe through it, it's just like fucking, it feels like a baby's ass is just floating by, like, whew, whew, whew. That's how smooth it is. It's built like a real piece of tech should be, like made of aluminum, metal, glass, not plastic and more plastic. And then they go ahead and they spray paint it with like a color on there. Like, what? Get the fuck out of here. For your information, I own an authentic billet box. This, they all say that. People say that because they want you to think that they have money and they'll buy authentic. We know, we know. Oh, Omar, I forgot to see your donation there. Thank you, kind sir. He says, Mark, I say Geek Vape is the #1 company. Their products are crazy good. How do you think could be ahead of them? Side note, I sent a donation before. Okay, let's go to the donation before. I'm sorry, Omar. Sometimes I get a little too excited and I start talking and talking and talking, and my good eye like goes off the screen, and then I don't look at the screen and I don't notice the donation fly by. So I apologize if I missed it. I'm looking back. I think I did miss. Oh, there we go. Omar, thank you, sir. His previous comment was, actually, Shameless have put vaping under the bus. I already read that. Omar, what are you talking about? Come on. You're slipping on me, Omar. Anyways, the question was, Geek Vape is #1 company, crazy good. How do you think, how can they be ahead, or how can you be ahead of them? Geek Vape used to be really good. And it's not that they're not good now. They're still really good. It's just all these fucking pod systems, man. Like, I don't think Geek Vape. I don't know. I think Geek Vape, Vaporesso are really good companies. 2 really good companies. I Smoke, even though I hate Smoke, they're a bunch of pieces of shit. Their mods their tanks kind of suck. Sometimes they suck, sometimes they don't, but their mods are usually pretty good. I know people hate Smoke, but man, the views on those videos and their sales are always just fucking through the roof. But if I had to pick like 1 or 2 companies, I'd probably say Geek Vape or Vaporesso. I've never really had any major problems or like fucked up devices or anything like that from either of the 2 companies. Or Voopoo. There you go, Batman. Good point. Sorry. Voopoo also. Voopoo. They had a bit of a rough patch with the whole, oh, they stole the chip idea. Oh, no. Or some shit like that. But Voopoo, been pretty awesome, too. I mean, there's a bunch of awesome companies, don't get me wrong. But what I'm thinking, like, big Chinese companies, I'm going to probably say Geek Vape, Voopoo, Vaporesso. Smoke? Yeah, I guess so. Lost Vape mods are good. Lost Vape mods are good. I'm still kind of scratching my head with them. Like, I don't even know. Like, their mods are awesome. They're always a lot more expensive than the traditional, like, Chinese. It's a Chinese mod from a Chinese company, but their mods are always way more expensive. Is it just because of the DNA chip? But they make awesome mods, don't get me wrong. They had a few that were kind of, like shitty and questionable, but like the Triad, the Therion, and all those before were great mods. Notice how Mark won't read any comments about Steven Sagal we leave. Jason, if you dare talk about Steven Sagal, not Stefan, Steven Sagal did text me earlier this week, and he says, and I quote, "I love watching your show. You are the man. I hear that people have been talking shit about me in chat. If you hear anyone say anything negative about me, I want you to let me know who it is, and I will be sure to pay a visit to them and put a stop to it. So, watch out, Jason. If you talk any more shit about Steven Sagal, I will put your name down, and he will come to your fucking house, and he'll put a stop to it. You may be big and mighty over the internet, keyboard warrior, but when Steven Sagal is knocking on your door and he's wearing that long black coat with his hair in a ponytail and you could barely understand what he's saying, and he's got those awesome sunglasses on, he will take you down with one finger. He doesn't need a gun. He doesn't need a fist. He's not going to do any fucking karate or judo. He'll take his fucking finger and do some kind of weird maneuver where he, I don't know, he stops you from breathing or some shit with one finger. Tell him I said he's a piece of shit. All right, well, he's probably watching right now. I don't need to tell him. So, Steven, there you have it right there. Jason is pretty much calling you out. Doesn't think that you won't come take care of him. So, and I don't even need to give him your address, because since he is a sheriff, a legitimate sheriff, he has access to everybody's records. So he's going to find you. He is going to find you. I'll run from Steven Sagal just to see his goofy ass flailing arms running. Look at all these shit talkers in chat. Shit talking Steven Sagal. I'll be a goddamn son of a bitch. Chuck Norris, I don't know. Chuck Norris and Steven Sagal might be kind of that might be a fight that would never end. Because Chuck Norris is bad as hell, but Steven Sagal is deadly. But Chuck is also, like, quick and accurate. And even though Steven sometimes could be sloppy, he's still deadly. So, I don't know. I see a lot of jealous people in chat talking shit about Steven. And yes, I can call him Steven on a first-name basis because we're pretty tight. Oh, look at Batman here. Steven Sagal has the gayest run I've ever seen. That motherfucker runs like he has a quarter between his ass cheeks and is afraid to drop it. You know what? I'll put money on this fight. I want to see Steven Sagal and Batman go fucking head to head. And I want to see who wins in that match. That might be a good one. Batman's seems like more of a street fighter. Steven Sagal seemed more like a killer, like a trained killer. Remember, he was a Navy SEAL, I think, like twice. So whatever it is, like a Navy SEAL, but like the next level after a SEAL. So he's like a Navy SEAL plus. So he's pretty much a SEAL, a black belt. He knows pretty much every type of fighting, jiu-jitsu, or whatever the fuck you call it. He knows all that shit. And he started taking up some kind of weird, what is it called? Fuck. I forgot the name of it. But he could do weird shit with his mind now. So he actually doesn't even need to touch you. He can mind fuck you and knock you down without even putting his hands on you. A Navy walrus. Keep talking. When that motherfucker rolls up, you're going to be like shitting your pants like, oh, fuck, he was not joking. And he'll just come swing in out of nowhere. He'll come swinging on a rope right through your fucking front window. And he'll just drop onto the fucking floor and just start taking out anybody in the house. Bachelor says, thanks for those Dollar Tree steaks that you sent yesterday for my birthday. Oh, I wasn't aware it was your birthday yesterday. Sunday. Happy birthday, Bachelor. I'm assuming you're pushing probably late 60s, early 70s. Enjoy those dollar store steaks. They are delicious when you put tons of steak sauce and ketchup and more ketchup and then barbecue sauce and steak sauce and then a little bit of cheese and a little bit of ketchup on top of that. Sagal is on line 2. Oh, hold on. Line 2. Sagal, what's up, buddy? Yep. Yeah, I'm live. Oh, you're in chat. Yep. Yeah, so you got Batman, you got Jason, you got, there's a few other people in there talking shit. You can see them. Yep. Uh-huh. You don't need their address. So I told them that. You're sheriff. You could pretty much get anyone's info at any time. Just like that. Now, what were you called? You're a Navy SEAL, right? And then you said you went for a few more years after that. What does that make you? Oh, you're like a veteran Navy SEAL. Oh, okay. So you're currently in Russia. Oh, I understand. I see. Okay, and you're going to come down here to the States to. You're going to stop at Batman's first. Okay, and you're going to take him out, and then go to Jason, and then whoever else. All right. Well, I have nothing to do with this. I do not want to be involved in this because me and you are tight. If you want to stop by and have a drink or have a vape or you want to jerk each other off, we could do that. But I don't want to be brought in any of this shit. So you end up killing someone, I'm not going down for it. Yep. Yes, I know. I thought what's her name from Married with Children was actually your biological sister, and I found out that's not really your sister. Yeah, I'm sorry for spreading that rumor. Yep. All right, I'll see you later. Bye. Oh, there we go. Oh, did I crack the screen on my phone? Oh, it felt like I did. You know when you like pop your phone down on the countertop and like the air perfectly gets trapped in between the seals of the case and it forms like this loud pop sound on the rare occasion? But yeah, that didn't happen and it didn't crack. Thank you. So, with that said, I know the FBI watches every week. I don't know which agent actually watches. I think it's a different one every week. But just so we're clear, whatever happens, I have nothing to do with this because I just put that out there. This is between Steven Sagal and the guys in chat that are running their mouth. Nothing. Whatever happens to them is on them and him. I have nothing to do with it. That's what it is. Is that a $200 Apple case? Hell no. This is a. What did I pay? $28, $32. This is a, whatchamacallit, an outer box commuter. This is not the annoying outer box, the big fat ass one that feels like a brick in your hand. This is like the one that's a step down. It's still a two-piece case. I feel like I'm selling a case, but here we are, folks, with the outer box commuter. Now, what's exciting about this case, you ask? Well, it's an outer hard plastic shell. And then it has an inner silicone cover that protects from any kind of drops or fall. Oh, is that dried cum? Ooh, goddamn. So then you could take this and you can kind of put this on the phone like so. And the outer box has come a long way because I remember back in the day trying to put on and take off an outer box on your phone. You were like terrified that you're going to break it because these things would go on and they would like not come off the phone. But luckily, they've come a long way and now they can pop on and pop off with ease. I know I'm making it look, really hard, but there we go. Look at that. Bam. Best investment ever. If you don't have an outer box, then you're not living. Remember, outer box commuter series. Don't get the other one. It's too big and bulky, and don't get the one below it. Because it's a thin piece of shit. Or, if you don't like the outer box, the next one that's just as good as this is the Urban Armor Gear. It's pretty much like an outer box, but it just looks cooler. And it's available for that shitty-ass Android phone, too. If you have a, generic Android, it'll fit on that thing, too. I'm not sure why you'd want to protect that thing, but if you do, you can. Thank you. OtterBox will pay to fix Marcus's phone. You know what? OtterBox is actually going to be a sponsor on the show starting next week. So, congratulations. We're going to have 2 new sponsors, Erectile Dysfunction and OtterBox. Along with the ever so famous MVS. When you are done with them nurses, send them over the pond. Me getting old. Oh, we got Marvin in here. That son of a bitch is still kicking. Woo-wee. $10 at Five Below and a screen protector for me. I mean, in all reality, if you have like Apple Care or whatever it's called for Android on your phone to where they replace it, you should. Cell phones nowadays are well over $1,000, like the retail price of them. So to not have any kind of replacement plan on it would be kind of stupid. So having a a case on it is kind of, it doesn't really make any sense, because if you break it, you're going to get a new one anyways, or a refurb, whatever. For me, the case is just for the grip. Like, I hate the way the phone feels. It's just like a flat piece of slippery glass. And for me, the case just gives it more of a grip. I can hold it a lot easier, and I can prop it up, and I can do other things with it. And if I'm jerking off in the bathroom, I happen to get a little messy, the load goes on the case, and it doesn't go like in the phone or in the USB-C port or in the speaker grill. I've had that happen before, and going into the Apple store and watching that open your phone and look and be like, oh, it looks like you got semen on the processor. That's probably why it's not working. So that's a little embarrassing when that happens. So having a case comes in handy for shit like that. But I still have Apple Care. Dun, 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 dun. And of course, you can, at times, you could probably file a illegal claim to get a new phone. You know, when it's fucking 3 years old and you've had it, you're like, you know what? You'll throw it up in the air and it'll crack and like, hey, my phone broke. But I still think they give you a replacement of the same model. I don't think they give you the new model. Oh, anyways, real quick, to end the show, in the very beginning of the show, I talked about how I stole some ice. And hopefully I'm not found guilty, because I am not going to jail for ice. So, I'm checking my, oh, Jesus Christ, what happened? Hold on. Did I get charged for all that? I gotta check. No, I didn't. Okay, good. Trying to find ice the day of the block party. Ice out here is like $4 a bag. For a little fucking 7-pound bag of ice, it's a complete ripoff. Now you can try to, you know, just make your own ice at home. You got a freezer, but our freezer is filled with so much shit we can't put nothing in there. Anyways, we have this ice building in the town we live in. Like, it's like the actual, I forgot the brand of ice, but it's a legitimate building, and it's got all these different ice dispensers all around it. You could buy a 25-pound brick of ice. You could buy shaved ice. You could buy bags of ice. You could buy ice dicks, whatever you want. And there's a change machine. You pop $1 in it, a $5 bill. It pops out tokens or quarters. You pop the tokens and quarters in. You choose the style of ice you want. You go about your way. I went there. I didn't have change. We had to go, get change, come back. I start popping 8, 10 quarters into the machine. The motherfucker is not spitting out ice. I'm beating the shit out of it. Nothing. And this building is... no one's there. Like, no one ever goes to the building. So there's no people in it. There's nothing. I go to the next ice machine like a dumbass. I'm like, let's try this one. Pop in about 4 quarters. Nothing's happening. I'm like, you fucking piece of shit. Walk around the side of the building. Notice they have ice coolers, like chests. And I guess you slide your credit card and the door opens and then you grab a bag of ice. So I walk up and kind of have a little bit of a tantrum, and I start prying on the door, just ripping on it, and eventually the door pops open. And I grab about 5, 6 bags of ice, and I close the door, I fill my coolers, and I'm on my way. So I don't consider that theft, because I pumped a bunch of quarters into the machines, and they kept the money, and they did not give me the ice. So I don't really consider that theft. I consider that, you know, I paid for the ice. I actually did use my Apple Pay. When I walked up to it, I put my little phone up to the thing, and it went ding. And when I tried to open the door wouldn't open. I tried and tried and tried. I'm like, what the fuck? So on top of it taking my quarters, it now took however much my Apple Pay. And the funny thing is, they don't have the price of the bag of ice anywhere listed. So you have no clue how much you're paying for this bag of ice until you scan your credit card. So after those 3 attempts of losing all my money, I decided to start just, and eventually I broke the door open and just started taking bags of ice. So they have you on video. Well, if they have me on video, they better have me on video pumping quarters and putting my fucking Apple Card and all that shit and getting ripped off, because if they do, and they see that, they might put 2 and 2 together and be like, you know what, this dude kind of deserves the ice. Mark did a B&E once B&E on Ice Machine doing 25 to life. That would suck. I have a clean record. Believe it or not, for some of the shit I say and sometimes do, you would think I would have some kind of record, maybe like, you know, sex offender, pedophile, or just like a home invader or some kind of weird shit. A thief, nothing. I have a clean record. I'm a pretty good guy. So I plan on keeping it that way. And after throwing my garbage into other dumpsters and you guys giving me fucking complete hell for doing that, I stopped doing that. You guys made me feel bad. All the shit I can say and do on this channel, I could talk about fucking having sex with this person or doing this to that, and I can talk about this. You guys are all for it. But the minute I throw a bag of garbage into someone else's dumpster, holy fuck, you act like I just had sex with your mother. And after that video, I felt so bad that I stopped throwing garbage into other people's dumpsters. So you guys kind of changed me a little bit in a way. And I also learned another thing, that people on YouTube are really fucking weird. Just strange. Like, he did what? He had sex with a dog and killed it. Oh my God, that's awesome. Wait, he did what? He threw his garbage into someone else's garbage can? What? That's what it was like. That's how it felt for me. Anyways, that's a wrap, you cross-eyed cocksuckers. It's been a fun hour of shenanigans. Pretty much it's just me sitting here talking. Like, I talk way too fucking much. 121,000 in chat tonight. Thank you, Vape Warrior, for pointing that out. I'm not the only one that sees all these people watching this. This is a spectacular show. 121,000. Name one other live vape show, or just maybe live show in general, that generates that many live viewers, man. That is... Who would not want to sponsor this show? If there's any companies right now watching this and you're wondering how can we get our sales to like skyrocket? How can we make more money? How can we get our name out there? Contact me, because once your logo goes up on my screen, that's it. You become rich and famous overnight. I make things happen. Rip Trippers don't have shit on me. And that's pretty much all I can say. Oh, and congratulations. There's that one special person out there that I guess got their kid back. I guess it was convenient for them to start taking care of their child. And they put their child in videos now. Congratulations to you for being a... yeah, we're going to stop right there because it might get too deep. We're done. Thank you. Merry Christmas. We'll see you guys Tuesday. And we'll see you Friday. And we'll see you Monday. And we'll see you every other day of the fucking week. And don't forget, watch that goddamn Vaporesso video. I put the link right below. So you ain't got to do shit. If you're watching on the phone, just do a quick little scroll, touch the link. If you're on a computer, just drag your little mouse pointer and click it. And just give it a little 10-second watch. Give it a little view. Because 2 videos in one day is just not good for views. And this channel alone isn't good for views. But I'm going to shut my mouth and I'm out. Thank you guys for the donations. Thank you for the questions, the comments, and all the other good shit you bring to this beautiful channel. We're done. And I'm hoping I hit the right button right about now. I'm becoming a pro. I've been doing this for 28 years. I feel like I finally nailed it. I got it. Under control, man. Touch my link through my fence. I'm going to touch something through the fence and it ain't going to be your link. It's going to be your sausage link, big boy. Ooh, you got a pretty big sausage. You got any cheese in that sausage? Yum, yum. Ooh, you're a little salty. Why are your balls so salty? They always taste like salt. I want some good tasting balls. Those taste sweet. I like balls that taste like chicken.
Dinner's ready.
Alrighty, I'm coming.